So apparently the bar is in hell because this story is crazy. So last night I was out with my girlfriend and we went to MCK Restaurant and Bar, which is in Atlanta. And we're at the bar, we're chilling. There's this guy that kept trying to make eye contact with me. He's like trying, but I'm trying not to because I wasn't feeling him. Whatever. Fast forward 20, 30 minutes later, we're sitting at the bar. This guy is now standing next to me and he asked me, he's like, so what are you drinking? And I was like, it's a lemon drop. It was a strawberry lemon drop with Casamigos Reposado in it. He clearly had a little alcohol in the system. So he let me know that this was like a punk drink or whatever. And I'm like, whatever. But he proceeds to get the bartender. My drink's almost gone. So he's like, get whatever she's drinking and can you get me a water? So I'm like, okay, he's buying me a drink, whatever. So she makes the drink, right? She brings the drink to me. She sits it in front of me. I look over to him. I say, thank you. Drink was in my sight the whole time. So I take another sip. I put it back down. And then he takes the drink again. And I was like, why you keep grabbing the drink? I said, did you buy it for me or are we sharing it? Like, what's going on? And he said, oh no, I bought this drink for me, and walks away.
The women want men to put in the work for them. But you know what? Men prefer working actual jobs. Don't get me wrong, at the initial point, a man puts in the work to get the girl, you know what I'm saying? And throughout that relationship, he puts in work in other ways. A man puts in the work to make sure that his woman has a roof over her head. She has food on the tables. If he has any children, he makes sure they're fed, taken care of. All their basic needs are met. That's the way he's putting in the work. But women don't seem to see or acknowledge that. They become somewhat selfish and want the men to be putting the work on them constantly. To cradle them and check up on them every 2 seconds, to read all their moods, trying to decipher what they're feeling, what they're going through, and then to come up with a solution for all these problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they want. They want to be like a toddler and be looked after. They want to absolutely do nothing. Matter of fact, they want like that princess treatment. They want to literally have no control over their life. They want the men to be leading and controlling her life 24/7, paying everything, figuring out everything, predict what she's thinking, what she's gonna do, what she's gonna want. They want him to be putting 150% energy on her at all times. But you know what? Men don't have time for that. Simply put, because they're working. They're busy making an income to supply y'all's lifestyle. But a woman doesn't see that. But anyways, we got more reactions today. Make sure to click the like button and subscribe. And let's...
What kept me away from my dad for 26 years? You know what kept me away from him? My mom told me that my dad said I was a mistake and kept me away from my father. Every time, this been looking for me since I was a kid.
Yeah.
He's been looking for me. I finally talked to my dad. He's a good dude. My mom told me my dad has not paid child support since I was a kid. I finally meet this. He has envelopes full of shit proof showing he been paying child support. My mom calls me. What you doing, baby? What's going on? I'm at my dad's house. What the you doing at the house? Didn't I say don't discuss family business? My dad bust through the door and snatched the phone. I was trying to, no. Like, hello? Put my son back on the phone. No, it's my son too. What do you want? Put my son back on the phone. And my dad loses it. Going in on my mom. And I'm listening to my mom. All that slapping, abuse, and beating me up, choking me when I'm on the floor, beating me with belts, wrapping hangers around other hangers. My mom turned into a 2-year-old little girl when my dad started talking to her. She talked to me like my entire life. He's yelling on the phone, you mad because I left you. And I didn't want to be with you no more. And you kept my son away from me as a weapon. Whenever my mom would get pissed off by my dad or my sister's dad, she would say, we'll never see your son again.
Yo, that's brutal, man. But that's the reality. That's what women do, right? Like, at this point here, his mom had the worst relationship with his father. At the end of the day, the mom want to bring her bullshit and put it on her son. And now the son, she wants the son to be on her side. She wants the son to grow up hating his father. But meanwhile, the son finds out that the father is completely different than the way his mother described him. You see, that's what a lot of women do, man. They're gonna wreck the relationship between you and your pops. They're gonna describe him. They're gonna talk really bad about him and paint him to be a monster. Most of the time, there's a lot of men out there, that's why they don't have custody, and their child grows up with a whole different picture of his father or her father. You know what I mean? She's gonna think he's deadbeat, he didn't want her, like blah blah blah, he's a loser, he's this and that. Meanwhile, no, he probably was putting effort to be on their life the whole time, but the mom was the one manipulating this whole thing, manipulating them and feeding them the wrong information, which is actually sad and disgusting. But yeah, that's what it is. That's the world of today, right? That's why, man, if you have children, you have to be careful who you're having children with, man. If you have children with crazy ass women, bro, you're in for a roller coaster ride. Trust me. I know a lot of men right now who are watching this. You guys are in the same boat. You guys can attest to what I'm saying.
For marriage, bro, because everyone's seen my girl. I don't think I can do it, but I also don't want to be judgmental because I know I've done some things in my past, but I don't really. But at the end of the day, like a girl, like if you would take care of her, she probably would quit OnlyFans.
But what about the past?
The past to me matters, bro. I talk to people about this. To me, there's some things that girls do that's kind of unredeemable, bro. Like I forget
what are some of them?
I think I was
no redemption.
I don't want to say unredeemable, but in my opinion, I wouldn't wife a girl if she has too crazy of a past. For example, I think I saw a podcast. It was like Andrew Tate and Brittany Rayner.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
And she was like, she obviously has a past. She's written a book about all the stuff she's done or whatever. And it's like she was asking why. It was pretty much the conversation on that. Like, does the past matter? And for me, it's you're 30-some now. Now you want to relax. Now you want to chill out from all that stuff. But you should have chilled out when you were like 22, 23. You would have been a wife by now. Yeah. But now dudes have seen everything that you've done, and it's been public. So it's going to be hard to forget that. But some dudes don't care. Like, there's someone out there for everyone, man. And if that's your cup of tea, that's your cup of tea. Like, I know you don't care.
I feel like he wants to really speak his heart, but he's trying to sugarcoat it and say it in the politest way possible. Let me say it actually. Let me say it straight. I'm not going to cover this up. In retrospect, men are not going to marry women with OnlyFans. And the only men that end up marrying women like that are the men who are down bad or the simp, simply put, because a man does not want a woman with a bad past. Now I get it, a lot of women do have a past and a lot of women do lie to men, you know what I'm saying? But like, that's a little bit different. Like, it's in a way, as long as he doesn't know about it and it's not out there on the internet, it's a little bit okay, I guess. But imagine it's on the internet. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm saying like you guys are gonna go to fine star dining and people are going to be looking at your table and they know who exactly your wife is. Imagine that. Or imagine you guys are at a function, right? And your friends come over and you introduce your wife and your friends seem to already know who she is way before you even gave the introduction. How embarrassing is that? Yeah, and to make it worse, imagine you're the only one who didn't know about her past. Everyone else did, but you don't. Just because you're a little bit delusional, but everybody been watching her on the internet. Yeah, back on those days when she was out there stripping for dollar, you know what I mean? That's some kind of disrespect right there. And to make it worse, imagine you have kids, man. I.e., that's even way bad. You have children and with these type of women, and you guys are going out in public. It's like, that's embarrassing. That's hella embarrassing, man. I can't even imagine for that child to grow up. Like, imagine how much they're gonna get bullied to be in school and have their friends literally bullying them over the fact that they found their mom's nudes on Google Images. Imagine, man, that's rough. So yeah, I mean, I get it. I get these women want to make a bag. I get it. They're all about their bread. But I mean, right now, it's all good. You're living a good life. You're driving a nice car. You're living in those mansions in Beverly Hills. But man, a few years from now, maybe 10 years, maybe less, you're gonna feel the consequences of your action. But to each their own. Live your life, if it's paying the bills, if that's how you want to be known for, go for it. But I'm just saying, like, later on when you decide to start down and have a family, you're gonna regret this. Actually, you know what, there's actually women out there right now who've been on that kind of business and they are saying they wish they never started. Matter of fact, some of them are on a quest to try and remove all images and videos of them from online, which is never gonna happen because we know it's the internet. Everything is there forever.
Put a finger down if you lost your V card on a Tinder date when you were 18 because you decided to lose it to somebody random because you didn't really want to be attached to anybody that you lost it to. So you met up with this guy, you know, you're talking for a little bit, you went to his dingy apartment, and then as you were walking in, it just smelled a lot like za. And then you walk upstairs to his bedroom and his mattress was on the floor in his closet and his TV was on the ground and it was just dusty everywhere. And he was like 5'4", he had no ribs, and we put on a movie and things started moving, but you didn't know what was really happening. But you know what, you just went along with it and it all happened within like 2 minutes and it was very tiny, so nothing even broke. So you had to contemplate if you were still a virgin or not. I wish I was lying, but at the end of the day, do what I say and learn from my mistakes. I did it for y'all. You're welcome.
You know what, man? I'm not surprised. This is like every girl nowadays. You're not the only one. I mean, I don't know why you're saying this story as if you're the anomaly here, but every girl is doing this nowadays. Or if they're not doing this, they've done it at some point, right? You see that one woman you guys are infatuated with, you guys are like, you know, drooling over. Chances are she's at somebody's dingy apartment right now, somebody's nasty ass apartment, bro. Right now, getting it down, right? So, so it's a cruel world, man. It's a brutal world, but you know what? I guess do what you gotta do, you know. But at the end, tell me if it was worth it. Looking back at it now, you know. So I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, was it worth it? Did you have fun? Did you get what you wanted? Was that the experience you wanted?
A lot of you men be gay. A lot of you men be gay, bro. It's like we don't even have to worry about if we getting cheated on with another girl. Like now we scared to look through your phone and you talking to another man. A lot of these industry men, they all gay or have had gay experiences. These hood men be gay too. They be mad gay rumors floating around the hood. Oh my gosh. It's a lot going on.
I feel like she's trying to talk about Diddy or something here, right? But she doesn't want to mention his name. Ever since that Diddy allegation came out, a lot of women been on men's businesses, you know? I mean, I don't play for that side. If a man is doing that, whatever, he can do that with his life. If that floats his boat, okay, cool, good for him. But all I gotta say is like, man, that's crazy, bro. But this is 2024, man. I think I seen in the comments somebody said we gotta blame the tap water. I mean, if the tap water is doing this, then I guess we all gotta be starting drinking bottled water, man. If the tap water is changing people and changing whom they're into and their preferences and turning them gay, then I guess yeah, we all gotta be buying bottled water, shouldn't we? That's the only most sensible thing to do. Now you're making me now scared to drink tap water, man. Every day I gotta like look and investigate my tap water, you know, I gotta look with a microscope, making sure there's like nothing that's gonna change me too, you know what I'm saying?
I love talking to married men and men that are in relationships. I was at a birthday party and I was talking to one of my friend's friends and he was like, yeah, I'm in a relationship right now. And my favorite thing to ask guys is, what was it about her that made you know that she was the one? And the common denominator each time I asked that question was what their partner did outside of the relationship. One dude was like, yeah, she's in Madrid teaching English right now. She's so good at it. Before that, she was helping immigrant nurses migrate to the US. She makes me happy and I respect her and I'm proposing to her in September. Another guy was like, yeah, I started dating her and she's just so pretty. Oh my gosh. As he's showing me pictures of her on her Instagram. Yeah, she manages a coffee shop and is clay and pottery. Yeah, you know, we'll see how it goes. It's still new, but I like to see where it's going. They always led with what she did and who she was second. And after that, I'm always like, okay, now I gotta meet her. And why is she not here with you? Each time they're like, nah, she's off doing her own thing and couldn't make it. She didn't cancel what she was already doing or already had planned to go be with her man. She had prior engagements, and I love that. I sincerely love that. When you already do things for yourself or for your job before you get into a relationship, and you keep those same plans, passions, and commitments when you enter one, it just makes you that girl. And when you do find a man, how do you want him to speak of you? What do you do with your life when he's not in it? I just love hearing men simp over their ladies. And you should ask next time too, because people love to talk about what they do and who they love to share it with. Just don't be fucking weird about it and be like, oh, you have a girlfriend? Perfect, show me pictures.
You know what? This goes on for men as well, right? Society. That's why I always tell you guys, man. Instead of focusing on chasing women, bro, just focus on your career, focus on your goals, aspirations. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you'll become more attractive when you're actually going for what you want rather than chasing people. That's what I mean. Like, when women are out here wanting men to put in work for them and cradle them and, you know, princess treatment. And I'm like, man, you know, life is short. Are you gonna spend all that energy on her, like taking care of her like 24/7, checking up on her and trying to, you know, make her happy? Like, I mean, you should definitely make her happy, right? But at the end of the day, I think the world is way bigger than just women and dating to see or running around to see how many people you can sleep with, right? Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I can see that. It doesn't just apply for women, right? I think this applies for men as well. So at the end of the day, whatever, if you're chasing your goals, your career, your ambitions, whatever, cool, man. Yeah, you should go for it. That's not to say you should disregard dating at all 24/7. No, man. If you find somebody cool and everything aligned, yeah, you can date. No problem. But I don't think you should be heavily invested in women, especially if you're somebody who's on the come up, right? Like, if nothing, you don't have everything there yet, you're not there yet, why are you chasing women? Shouldn't you be chasing other things, like your life for once, right? That's what doesn't make any sense. Like, if you made it to that top, to that pinnacle, right? Your life is set. Now you're bored. Now you're like, you know, I need a girl to distract me or to drive me crazy or to, you know, make me want to jump off a bridge. Literally. Then you can, you know, you can start dating, focus on that. But while you're on the come up, while your life is all busy and you don't have time, like, to be, you know, horsing around out here, you shouldn't be focusing on dating, you know. Just maybe date for fun, but nothing serious. Also, I want to also add to her point here. I think a lot of these men, they probably felt she was the one because she probably did something different compared to all his other exes or whatever, you know. She probably brought value into his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't give him a headache, you know. She was there supporting him, whatever he was doing. She was cool, you know. He aligned with how she was moving. That's why he decided to, you know, give her the ring and propose to her and all that, right? But I don't really think there is the one, you know what I mean? Because what happens is when people start dating, they meet somebody, they think, oh, she's the one. Then they end up dating and then they end up going into a nasty divorce or whatever, breakup. And then 6 months later, they're with another person, she's the one. And then they repeat it over again. And then same thing happens. And then 10 women later, they're still saying she's the one. It's like, if she was the one, wouldn't she have been the one from the beginning? So there is no such thing as the one. There is just the person for the time being, but not the one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, because then when she cheats on you, breaks your heart, was she really the one? No, exactly.
How did you find out he cheated?
Oh, bitch.
No.
He goes to New York. I stay at his place and I invite my friends over. I had this weird feeling because the last couple nights, he was kind of like quiet. Like, wasn't really speaking to me. I'm like, bitch, you're my boyfriend. Where the fuck? You're checking in on me and then all of a sudden you're quiet for the next couple days.
What's going on?
What the hell's going on? I kept that in my notes. I was like, okay. So this time he was kind of weird. So I get to his place. I'm staying. He leaves. I go to the front desk. Girls, pay attention. So I go to the front desk. I'm like, oh my God, I left for my trip. Right outside of his place, there's a communal area.
Okay.
And there was a couch. And I was like, I left my purse there and I can't find my purse. I'm like, I need you to, I was sitting here between this time and this time. And I told him the times where I felt like he was being off. So the poor front desk man. And by the way, man, I never outed you, never to my ex, but now I'm outing you, but it's okay. You're probably not even working there anymore. He turns the fucking screen to me and he's going through the times. I told him between, I think I said from 11 p.m. till 3 a.m. I'm like, I don't know if you have to check to see if my purse was there and if someone took it. So he's showing me, okay? And I had my girlfriend there. I'll never forget because she fucking screwed it up. I was like game face. I was like, show me the fucking cameras. So I was looking for my purse. All of a sudden, a fucking bitch shows up to his door.
No.
3-something a.m. I keep my mouth shut. My friend goes, so now the front desk guy sees that there's another girl that ain't me showing up at this time. And then as soon as she fucking gasps, like outing me, he turns the camera. He's like, I can't be doing this. I'm sorry. Whatever. I was like, no, don't worry. And he, in that moment, knew that he knew that what I was trying to do, and he knew that now he outed my boyfriend for having a girl show up at his place at 3 a.m. while I was gone. It gets worse. So I kept my mouth shut. Actually, it's kind of funny. I went for a walk. I played some music. I pretended I was like in a music video, like sad, cried. I don't know. And then, so days later, he comes back. He throws a party, family and friends at his restaurant. He's owned a restaurant. There's a separate table of like randoms that I don't know. Who shows up? She does. But I keep my mouth shut. I see him go over to her, hug her, kiss her. So I go, perfect. That's my in. So he comes back. I'm like, who's that girl that you kiss on the cheek? Like who's that? He's like, oh, she's just a friend. Like, da-da-da. I was just saying hi. I'm like, okay, that was a little much to say hi to a friend, right? So later on that night, I was like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm so out. Like, the fact that he's now bringing this girl around me.
That's the most fucked up part.
Casually got back to the house and I'm like, who's that girl? And he would just kept being like, she's a friend. I'm like, so then why? And I laid it all out there. I was like, why did she show up at your house at this time, this date, in a red dress, I was like saying it all. And he, to this day, will say nothing ever happened. But want to hear some funny shit?
Please.
I dance. Okay. I take heel classes and I do all that. So I met a girlfriend. She was going out one night and she texted me. She's like, come meet me. I go, who you out with? She sends me a photo. She's with that girl.
No.
So I go, perfect. I was just going to see who this girl is. I want to meet you. I want to look you dead in the eyes. You know me. I don't know you. You don't know that I know you, but I know you. We hit it off. Love her. Sweetest face.
And did she know you were dating him?
Well, I mean, do you have an Instagram? There was no excuse on her end, but at the end of the day, I'll never blame the girl.
Ever.
He owed something to me.
And you never know what they say in the moment, like, oh, we're on a break.
Yeah.
Oh, she's,
exactly.
you know what I mean?
Oh, to this day, I am not upset with her. Oh, actually, I'm great friends with her.
Oh.
To the point where this is actually psychotic. One night, we were all out, and I was a little drunk, and I'm like, I need to see if this girl's a good kisser. Only because I was like, I want to see... Sorry.
I'm obsessed with you.
I was like, no, I want to know what the fuck she has that I don't, that like this all happened. So I made out with her one night. It's fine. I love women. I love men. I love men more. I just did it for my own sanity. Again, right. Virgos, we're fucked. I don't know what the hell. I just did it because I need to do it. Listen, at the end of the day, don't cheat on your girlfriend because one day she's going to live to tell the tale.
Hey, haha, man. Damn. This guy deserved it though. You know, I'm not saying what he did was right. Definitely deserved it. But this also goes on to show, man, these are the type of girls some of you guys be dating, man. This type of girl right here, she can ruin your life. Just look at it. The way she's thinking, her brain power, the way she found out her man was cheating. She even went and literally manipulated that front desk security dude, whatever, to show her the camera. Like, who thinks like that? This is the type of girl where if you do anything wrong to her, bro, she's gonna burn your house while you're sleeping, bro, in the middle of the night. You're gonna wake up wondering why the hell the house is on flames. And meanwhile, your girl already ran away 30 minutes ago. She out there at Starbucks, you know, sipping on whatever, coffee or latte or some shit, you know. So that's what happens when you guys date these crazy women, you know. So at the end of the day, though, my dude deserved it. I mean, why are you cheating when you are dating and you're lying? And on top of that, to make it worse, you're bringing the person you cheated with around your girl whom you cheated on. It's like, how messy do you want this to be? So later on, you don't have the right to say you're the victim, no matter what she does to you. Even if she pokes your eyelid with a fork, you're not the victim, my dude. You brought this upon yourself. So at the end of the day, you gotta take accountability for that.
Are not going to like this even. But I'm going to say it because it needs to be said. I truly believe women are the most evil creatures on this planet.
And that is 100% a fact. Let's get into the story time. So one day I'm out with Cuzzo. We just chilling, vibing, whatever. In the cut with my twin. So we link up at nighttime. And this is a girl I used to talk to. We had a past or whatever. And we always just linked up. So she was telling me how much she missed me and things of that nature, right? So as she's telling me she misses me, she also tells me that she has a man. You would think that's crazy enough, but it gets worse. And indeed, it gets worse. So we're just outside of this club. Mind you, we didn't even go in. We're just chilling outside. She tells me, like, yeah, my man is about to pull up. You have to act like you're my brother. And I'm like, wow. Mind you, before he even pulls up, she's touching on me, trying to get all freaky and things of that nature, right? She's trying to go crazy. She's trying to get crushed. So after about 30 minutes, her boyfriend does pull up, right? And what do? I shake his hand. Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? He asked me how I'm doing. Mind you, he's a cool dude. And I'm just sitting there in my head. I'm like, wow, bro, this is sick. Mind you, he seemed like a cool dude. Real nice guy, real respectful, things of that nature. But I'm like, bro, you don't even know that your girl's trying to get smashed by me. It's crazy. Nor did he know that me and her even had a past. All right, so after the whole meeting was over, everybody separates. He goes home, but she takes me back home because my car is in the shop, right? And she's trying to come in. She's like, you sure you don't want me to come over? I'm like, nah, I'm good, because that turned me off. I really should have told on her for real, because I'm like, yo, this is sickening. And this is why I tell y'all now, stop sleeping around, because you never know what a person has going on. But yeah, I should have told them, but they didn't work out anyway, so.
You said it, man. I gotta agree. I think they are. Men too. There's some men out there that are evil as well. You know, we can't just put the blame on women, but for the most part, women are the most evil creatures there, because I think it has to do with how they present themselves, right? Like when you look at a woman, you think, oh, she's attractive. You know, you are already associating her with her looks only, but you don't know what's behind those looks, what's cooking up there. You know, up until later on when you're in situations and you realize like just how crazy she is, that's when you realize. But at the beginning, you know, you're just looking, she looked all cute, all attractive and all, and you're pouring your heart out into her. You think nothing is gonna, you know, destroy you all, or you're all safe. But meanwhile, these women be the ones doing the most. In some cases, when dudes have, you know, problems with other dudes, you know, women be setting them up too. Some even get some, I don't know, there's some cases out there where men have also gotten killed just because of women, bro. Women go and mess up the whole relationship. They start messing with different people, and then they bring them both together, and it causes a whole huge problem. And up until some people are losing their life over this, some men are losing their life over women, bro. I'm telling you, bro, women can destroy your life. That's how evil they are, bro. And very calculated. There's a reason why they overthink a lot, bro. They're always plotting, you know. So if you want your peace of mind, you know, take my advice. Tread with caution, right? Don't be out there getting backstabbed, or, you know, finding yourself in a situation and be surprised and wondering why it just happened to you, because I warned you.
So apparently the bar is in hell, because this story is crazy. So last night I was out with my girlfriend and we went to MCK Restaurant and Bar, which is in Atlanta. And we're at the bar, we're chilling. There's this guy that kept trying to make eye contact with me. He's like trying, but I'm trying not to because I wasn't feeling him. Whatever. Fast forward 20, 30 minutes later, we're sitting at the bar. This guy is now standing next to me, and he asked me, he's like, so what are you drinking? And I was like, it's a lemon drop. It was a strawberry lemon drop with Casamigos Reposado in it. He is clearly had a little alcohol in the system. So he let me know that this was like a punk drink or whatever. And I'm like, whatever. But he proceeds to get the bartender. My drink's almost gone. So he's like, get whatever she's drinking, and can you get me a water? So I'm like, okay, he's buying me a drink, whatever. So she makes the drink, right? She brings the drink to me. She sits it in front of me. I look over to him. I say, thank you. He said, you're welcome. So I'm sitting there. I sip the drink one time, put the drink down, and then he grabs the drink. And I'm like, I asked him, and he's standing right next to me. I can see the drink, everything. But I asked him, I said, why are you holding the drink? He said, well, you're not drinking it. I said, I'm just taking my time, you know, just sipping the drink. And he said, okay. And then he put it back down, right? Drink was in my sight the whole time. So I take another sip. I put it back down. And then he takes the drink again. And I was like, why do you keep grabbing the drink? I said, did you buy it for me, or are we sharing it? Like, what's going on? And he said, oh no, I bought this drink for me, and walks away. I was like, what just happened? Like, it was the craziest thing. And I looked over to my friend and I told her what happened. She's like in shock. But girl, I was like, was this serious? And it made me think, like, so many dudes are watching these podcasts and they're listening to what the men are telling them on TikTok and all these things. And I just low-key felt like he was trying to, like, teach me a lesson in some kind of way, which nothing was learned. Like, sir, you look like the fool. But it was baffling to see.
Hey man, at the end of the day, actually I want to salute this dude. This dude deserves a round of applause. Good thing he did that, you know, because at the end of the day, I think, imagine how many men came to her on that night, how many men bought her a drink, you see. And if my dude was trying to like talk to her here, you know, he's trying to get to know her and she's not giving him the same energy, and he even bought her a drink but she's not appreciative, she's just there for the drink, you know, it doesn't feel him and doesn't even give him, you know, an ounce of energy, then he deserves to do what he has to do. And I get it, most of you will say, you know, she doesn't owe him anything because she was sitting there with her friend drinking whatever, cool. But I mean, at the end of the day, if a dude's coming to talk to you and he buys you a drink, the most you can do, I think, is, this is actually the basic minimum, is just talk to him, you know, even for 5 minutes, even for 2 minutes, smile, talk, you know, boom boom boom, that's it. But a lot of the times these women nowadays, they just that's it, right? She probably got the drink and she was going back to talking to her girl and ignoring the dude. So I'm glad he took the drink. Good for him. Like, why is he gonna lose his money? You know, I don't think it's being petty. I mean, sure, he might have been following some advice he was watching on YouTube or whatever, but I think it's a correct move at the end, right? Like, if he thought like, yo, she's somebody I want to get to know, let me see what she's about. He goes up there and he's being sincere and he's being nice and genuine and he's buying the drink for you and all, but then your energy is still off put and you're like a wall, literally. You're not even replying to him, you're not even asking him questions, and he sees you're not even interested on him on the slightest. Why should he waste his drink? He better off just go finish his drink, go home, sleep off, right? Matter of fact, I don't even think you told us the truth. Maybe you were rude to him. Maybe you said something that disrespected him. Maybe you know what I'm saying? So good for him. Actually, I support him. Even though it might be petty as it is, yeah, that's a perfect move. Because a lot of dudes out there make the mistake of keeping buying them drinks, and at the end it's like, bye. Never see her again. You know, it's like, damn.
So what's your type? Tell me your type.
Black.
You like your black boys?
Yeah.
So you don't go for white boys?
No.
Mixed race?
Mixed race, yeah. They can pass.
They can pass?
Yeah.
But specifically, you like your black men?
Mm-hmm.
Dark skins? You like your brown skins then? Yeah! Alright, cool. What's the most toxic trait about dating a brown skin? But what is it? So what country has the most attractive black men?
I can't lie, personally, I usually go for like Jamaicans or Nigerians.
The two duo, Jamaicans and Nigerians.
Yeah.
So would you ever go for, let's just say, somebody who's not black? So for example, let's just say he's Mexican, or let's just say.
You know what? I don't mind. If he's white and he hangs around black boys, like, it's kind of different. You know what I mean? No, but you understand.
If he's white and he hangs out with black boys.
Yes, it's different.
So let me ask you.
My girls will understand.
I get you. He's a white boy and he hangs out with black boys, yeah?
Yeah.
Be honest now.
Right.
Are you still going to be thinking about a black man at the end of the night?
No.
No?
It's the way they act.
It's the way they act. So if you're a white boy who hangs out with black guys, maybe you've got a chance.
Yeah.
Notice how my dude's tone changed. He just got so happy after he found that out. It's like he was waiting for that answer right there, you know? At the beginning, you see how his tone is? He's all calm, you know, just asking his question. At the end, when he gets the answer, now he's happy, bro. He's excited, bro. He knows he has a shot. He's like, bro, why don't you turn off the damn camera and just ask her for a number? We know you're interested in him. We already know. Anyways, yo, yeah, that's that, man. Just another day, another reaction about crazy women, crazy situation. What can you say? But anyways, yeah, click the like button, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what you all thought about this video, man. and what other videos y'all want to see. Anyway, till next time, easy, peace.